All right, my dudes, my peoples, aliens riding mopeds, anybody else that might be listening. Welcome back to chapter 15. And, oh yeah, we gonna do some Minecraft. Okay, now last episode, we left off by draining that ocean over there. And yeah, we're gonna build a kingdom out of that. But a couple other things we want to do in this episode is we want to get two more hostile mobs in that habitat so I can cap that building off and call our zoo done. At least until Minecraft adds some new mobs or we come up with an idea of something we want to add to it. Now, also, we want to add something into the museum over there, a new exhibit. Not sure which one yet. But anyways, let's get on this grind and do some building and adventure. Fair warning, there's going to be a lot of building in this one. So if that's not your jam, well, it is what it is. But if you want to join me, I'd love to have you. Let's do it. And of course, we do our trademark thing of starting this episode off with, biting off way, way more than we can actually chew. I say jokingly, but also not jokingly. It's sometimes I do commit way, way more than I can actually get done in an episode. But whatever, we're gonna see what I can do because that's just how I roll. And in this one, we are setting up our canvas for our ocean kingdom, and we're gonna lean hard into a Greek theme, a big port city. Now, I don't know if anybody in here knows much about Greece, but it's basically just a bunch of islands that are all ports and whatnot. I don't even think they really have trees and stuff, or very little anyways. It's mostly island, and that's the vibe we're going for. This will be our ocean citadel. So I slap some caffeine into my brain and I get to building stuff. Now, this area here is supposed to be our shipwright. At least that's what I believe it's called. I didn't look it up because I was lazy. But if it's not what it's called, it's what I'm calling it, and it's going to be a word from now on. Yeah, that's right. Anyways, I wanted two areas where ships are being built. I wanted one to be an almost complete ship, and the other one to either be empty or a bare bones just started ship. I kind of like the idea of leaving it empty and maybe like a bunch of supplies like they're getting ready to build a ship. But anywho, we are going to lean into the red roof on this one just because that seems like a Greek theme. I don't really know. And it's supposed to be like the bustling area of the city. Being that it's a port city, they're going to need a lot of fish to feed the community. They're going to need ships for naval passage and combat. It's just a very key factor of any city that's surrounded by water. And I wanted it to look like just tons and tons of work is being done in here. And as far as the floor, this is one of the few areas of the city we're going to be leaving mostly stone. The rest is not going to be, but it seems like it should have moss on it. Moving on to our docks. Now, we don't want any floating docks in this build. No, 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 no. We're going to be bringing the ocean floor all the way up to our builds in this one. We might have a little little beach area that might have a little bit of sand and dirt, but mostly it's going to be stone. Just seems fitting. And if we do a beach, whatever. It's going to be a rocky style beach, and I think that actually might look really cool. So let's just go ahead and plan this city out, and I'll be back in just a second. All right now, my dudes, my awesome peoples. We have our shipwright done. We have our dock pretty much done. There's not a whole lot more details I'm going to be adding to those, maybe a little bit. And we got plenty of little houses we're going to be putting around here. Some of them are going to be coming out the side of this little, I don't know what this thing is. It's going to be like my little home, but there's going to be houses surrounding it. That's going to be a fishery. I think a little market right here would be pretty cool. And I want that to be an amphitheater. And I'm thinking that's going to be some type of cathedral or something. I don't know. I'm gonna do this on the fly. You know how I roll. And this here is gonna be like a vineyard garden type area, almost like a courtyard, except it doesn't connect to anything. I feel like I could make that look pretty cool. But anyways, one thing is for sure, our guardian farm underneath us is rocking. And let me tell you right now, I never, ever, ever want to drain another ocean monument again. So instead, how about we drain a river? Yeah, bear with me, guys. I'm not joking about this. I'm actually going to drain this river. But it's for good reason. It's not really something I want to do. It's something that we need to do. Because, well, in the Ocean Kingdom, we're going to be using a lot of reds and whites and bluish greens. Yeah, I'm certain that somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. But in order to gain a lot of the block I'm trying to use, I have to combine this with the Guardian Farm. Otherwise, the Guardian Farm is basically useless to me. Yeah, you'll see shortly. Just trust me on this. But once we get this done, I don't plan on draining anything else in this world. Of course, I say that, and who knows what's actually going to happen. But at least not in this episode, I'll tell you that right now. But we're going to go ahead and just grind this out real quick. And this took about 8 hours to do. And oh my gosh, once again, my brain just turned to Jello. Not even a good flavor of Jello. Like, I don't even know what the flavor would be, but it's pretty gross and disgusting having to do this all over again. And this was actually kind of worse than the ocean, if I'm being honest. But anyways, let's get this done, and I'll show you why we've been working so hard on these two projects.
Hold up.
Alright, we have one heck of a mess going on here. But everywhere that a squid should be able to spawn should be gone now. So let's fly off and come right back and see if we wasted 9 hours or if we get something good out of this. Alright, it looks like it's going to be working pretty good. Oh yes, this will work nicely. Alright now, our squid farm is just a-rolling. And let me tell you, this thing produces 948,000 billion ink per minute. Don't yell at me in the comments. I'm totally joking, okay? Yeah, 100%. However, I ran it for about 30 minutes and got a double chest and a half full of ink, so we are going to be stacked there. For sure. Now, I'm going to clean up all this mess, but I'm not going to show that on camera because I don't want to bore y'all to death. And I actually might come down here and put like a little ruined city down here because, well, I think it might look cool being this deep in the jungle. But before we go doing some adventure, because I can't just jump right back into building after spending 120 days on what we've already done so far, let me show you exactly why I put roughly about 10 hours into this and about 15 hours into our Guardian farm. It ain't for this block. This block's gross. Ugh. I mean, it's alright. Whatever. This one here, much better than this one, but still not the greatest. But this glorious block, oh, it's beautiful. And we have pretty much infinite supplies. So we are ready to roll on our city. But first, I think I'm going to go try to get myself killed in the Nether. And we might excavate some ruins, maybe add a little exhibit to the museum. That sounds pretty fun. Let's do that. Okay, well, we got things pretty much cleared up. And we also collected 4 shulkers of ink, and that wasn't even all the ink. But we noticed something. The whole time we were doing that, we didn't realize this temple was right here. Yeah, I mean, there ain't nothing we really need inside of it, but we can still check it out. So there really wasn't anything great inside that temple. We didn't need any of it. However, there's that mesa right there. We have our farm right there. And we might start linking everything together on the nether roof with nether portals. Because, well, it's a lot faster than flying in the overworld. And that might just be a good project for us to do in general. Make it look cool. Anyways. Alright, so we converted one entire chest of ink into dark prismarine. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Oh, the reason I love this so much is because if you want to get this without making farms, you clear out an entire, and I mean an entire ocean monument, you get like 2 stacks. And that does not last for like but a building. Well, if it's a decent sized building. But whatever. I'm done talking about it until I start using it again. Then I'll talk about it again because it's an awesome block. But I want to go excavate some stuff. Excavate? I'm going to go dig stuff up. Anyways, I don't know if you can put mending and unbreaking on a brush, but I'm going to go try real quick, and then I'm going to go try to find some sherds and put a new exhibit in the museum. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Alright, so I think we want to do the desert exhibit. We already have the armor trim, I believe, and if not, we'll probably get it from excavating. We need 4 sherds, well, 5 of each of 4 sherds from temples, and then there's 2 that can be found in the desert wells. So we are going to go, I don't know, southeast, probably over past where we were mining in our desert, and see if we can't find some structures and get these sherds. So the desert over by our raid farm is an absolute bust. There's no temples. Yeah, it sucked. We did get a couple of the sherds, but almost everything else we get is absolute garbage. I actually just at some point start breaking the blocks when I realize there's not a sherd coming out. But yeah, we give up on this one here in just a second, and we start heading over to the west. And along the way, any village we come across, we naturally rob them of all their hay bales. Because that's just what you do. But I'm only going to show one because I raid like 12 villages. We also stop and do a couple shipwrecks. Not shipwrecks. Buried treasures. Yeah. And, just anything we see, we try to excavate. Now, in these temples, just look for the sand in one of the corners, and that will be where the secret room is, aka where the sherds will be. Also, get a fair amount of diamonds out of these, too. Just collecting a couple more, but we need tons. Now, a little tip here on these desert wells. I didn't realize it at first, but one block will spawn on the top layer, and another one will spawn on the bottom layer every single time. There's no reason to dig around otherwise. Now, when we set off on this journey, we were thinking half an hour, we'd come back with all the sherds we could ever need. Oh my gosh, were we so very, very, very wrong. I ended up doing this for about 6.5 hours because my time management is awesome. Actually, people in my life are always telling me I need better time management. And I'm like, I disagree. I think time should just work more efficiently for me. Come on, time, get it together. Like, pull your weight. And they usually back down from the argument right away, because I'm so right. They definitely don't like roll their eyes in shame at me and walk away. But anyways, we put the 6 hours into this, and it is what it is. And do I regret it? No. Was it annoying as crap? Absolutely. Specifically, these cold ocean ruins. The desert ones, or not the desert, the warm ocean ones with the sand are very, very easy to see for me. The gravel ones, not so much. And I'm not sure what was going on here with my character. I think because I flew into the ocean, it sticks you in flying mode. So my dude's just doing barrel rolls and all kinds of weird crap. Anyways, let's rock out this little montage, and then let's get back to some more fun stuff. Oh, finally, we got our last mourner. Ugh, it took literally freaking forever. But it is what it is. Okay, so we got all of our shards from the desert wells. We now have all of the ones from the cold ocean. I think I might have some extras of these in back at base. And I tapped out all the temples to the west, east, and south. So I have no choice but to go north to find these last two. Oh, we're so close. All right. Officially, all we need is 2 skull pottery shards, and we are done with the desert and the ocean. Yeah, that's pretty successful. This has taken about 35, 40 days, though. Anyways, let's try to finish this off. Okay, one more. Okay, now, I have a theory. We have been looking for these last couple skull sherds for quite a while, like probably about 12 temples, and we have got none. Now, every time we do a temple, besides a couple of them where we probably got the other skull shards, it's spawned over here where you would dig for the archaeology. And this one, it's spawned over here. I'm wondering if that dictates which sherd you're going to get. I don't know. It's a theory. Never said it was a good theory. Okay, now let's whip up a few new exhibits. You know, as I'm starting to put these in, I think this is going to look pretty cool when it's done. Anyways, let's get to work. After spending so much time on collecting all this crap, we wanted to put together our Hall of Swagger with everything we have as of right now. Now, it turns out we ended up having a lot more than we thought we did. There's not a whole lot of things we still actually need. Now, this is our desert exhibit, obviously, and my favorite thing of that one is probably the brewer sherd. Now, right here, we revamp how we're going to display our armor trims that have no sherds or other collectibles attached to them. Like, that's all you can find in the area in which you find them. Using some pistons to encase them in glass. And then we got our ocean section. This is the warm ocean section, which that little turtle sherd, pretty freaking awesome. And the cold ocean section, I really like the mourner. I think it's supposed to be like a warden. Yeah, that one was a pain to get, by the way. And then for our mob heads, we go ahead and use some pistons to shove these things down in the ground because we just didn't want them sitting anywhere. This way we can encase the tops in glass. If you try to do it without it, it does not work. All right, now our museum is really starting to come together. We actually have almost all the trims that go in this section. I think we have every single one except the silence, which I'm not dealing with that right now. So we actually might go and breed up a couple villagers and have them become armorers so we can use their trades to get the armor to, make the displays. Because I do not have nor want to use my raw diamonds to do that. I only have so many and they're going pretty quick and I don't really want to go mining right now. Over here, this section is reserved for everything you can get from a trial chambers. They're not trial chambers, trial ruins. There are 7 sherds and 4 armor trims, plus a unique music disc. That ain't for this episode. That's just too much work. I've already excavated too much crap. And then here is our mob heads. We got skeleton. That'll be wither skeleton. That one right there will be zombie. And then, of course, the creeper. I didn't put a spot for the new piglin because I think I'm going to put that with the pig step disc. Now, I do have a data pack installed called All Mob Heads. You guys know this. I've talked about it before. Now, those are just for funsies. They're not really included in the base game, and I'm all about vanilla Minecraft, so they do not get put in the museum. But yeah, I think I want to finish this section before we move on. It'll be really quick, and I think it'll start tying everything together. Let's go do that. We start turning these dudes into diamond armor dispensers, and this is cool for 2 reasons. One, it's going to give us all the armor we need for our exhibit in the museum, as well as an extra set of armor. And the reason we need this is all our armor has thorns on it. We need a set that does not, because we're going to need to go get charged creepers in order to get the other mob heads for the rest of our exhibits. And we don't want, skeletons and stuff, whatnot, killing themselves on our thorns. Now, we spent every single diamond we have except one. plus 2 raw ores over in the storage room, just in case a wanderer trader comes by with a mini block trade. I like to collect those for funsies. But anyways, we start whipping these together, and looking back on whenever I did my netherite armor, I chose Spire. And honestly, if I would have had the ward or just knew how awesome it looked with the red trim, I probably would have done that. Because look at this right here. Oh my gosh, this is going to look amazing. I love it. Probably my favorite one. But yeah, we just want to get all these in, and we want to also display the trims, the templates in front of them as well. I thought it came out pretty cool. Okay, we have seriously been on our grind in this episode, and our museum's starting to look pretty cool. I also added some banners in just in the corresponding spots. Like, for instance, those are ominous banners, and they go with the pillager stuff. The snort goes with the snort. No, snout. I don't know why I said snort. Whatever. But yeah, we want to go get a couple wither skulls. I know. I've done it a few times before, but I need them for the exhibit as well as a banner pattern. And, well, I'm just not ready to do the city just yet. But I will make it super duper quick and just show you the coolest of coolest. Because, well, this is going to be a long episode as it is. And we still have an entire kingdom to build over there. Also, one last little note is we're going to start putting some villagers and other interiors in some of these houses. Just sparsely scattered throughout. A lot of it you probably won't even see. Like, we're going to come in here and decorate this and make it like a little forge, a little armorer's shop. And these are where our 2 armorers live. We don't really need more than 2. But anyways, let's go to get this done. And I might actually try to capture a wither skeleton while I'm at it and get him in that exhibit over in the zoo. Let's see what happens. Now, our super-duper quick little nether adventure is, well, actually super-duper quick. Normally it takes hours and hours and hours to get these stupid skulls. We get 2 in about 40 minutes. And, well, that's just a win, because it's really annoying without a farm to get these. I'm probably going to be building a wither farm very soon. But regardless, we have building on the brain. So we want to get our little museum distraction just done and over with, because, well, we have our Greek/Roman/ whatever else I decide to add into city to build. And unlike me getting distracted like I do in most episodes, I am going to finish it. Hundreds and hundreds of days, whatever, I don't care. It's going to be done, and I am so excited to finish it because it's one of the projects I've been looking forward to for quite a while. But we get our skulls and we add our new exhibit, and, well, we got to get ready to build a massive city. Now, we've been working on this episode for a long time, and the time has finally come to do some building. And I mean big building. But we need some resources, so super duper quick, we are whipping up a little mason farm, because we need like 1.5 bazillion quartz blocks. Probably more than that. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous how fast this stuff goes. Absolutely obscene. And also, we are going to need a ton of tough block. And this is not all the grind we do. We have to stop building like 12 times to go get more resources, because we just run out. I am not very good at judging how much a build's going to take. I ain't even going to lie. That's 100% fact. And of course, we need the pain in the butt to get mangrove. Luckily, we did not need a ton of this. And we were going to need a whole lot of leaves because, well, it's a Greek city. And, well, there's going to be a lot of greenery. With plenty of resources, at least to start with, we get our little feet moving and get to building. And this turns out to be probably my favorite build I have ever done in Minecraft, period. If this was like an SMP or something, this would 100% be my base. This would be home base. I absolutely love it. And now, I'm just a fair warning here now, strap in and buckle up, because this is one heck of a freaking time lapse. I don't even know the exact numbers. I'm guessing this took about 15 hours. All I know is that when we end this, we're at day 2603 or 2606. That's over 300 days put into this episode. But do I regret it? Oh, no. I do not. And if anything, I had a blast doing this. But yeah, so we just get to rocking on building all these little Greek houses. We stick with the theme of red, green, blue, and white, and other variations of whites and grays. Now, modern Greek houses are white and blue. We went more with like the ancient theme because they had a lot more red and even like tans and browns in the roofs and things like that. And this is an ancient Greek city. This is definitely not modern. And of course, if people didn't watch the episode last time, there is a guardian farm underneath all this, which is why we chose this location for our little Greek isle. Now, speaking of it being an isle, there's a few things that we do not get done, and that is bringing the ocean floor up to the city and adding a little bit of beach and bank. And that is just not for this episode because, well, I ran out of time, and, well, I have another idea for that anyways. But without further ado, we are going to get to grinding, get to rocking, and build an entire Greek civilization. So, yeah, let's get this done, and I'll be back very, very shortly, my awesome peoples. All right, it has been 2,607 days. It's 300 days just on this episode. And we're sitting in the temple of the four-pronged trident. That doesn't even make any sense because try. But whatever, this is Minecraft. I can call it whatever I want. And, well, our city's done. Like I said earlier, besides bringing the ocean floor up and doing some beaches and one more little dock. But that is for a whole nother segment. Not an episode, just maybe a little intro in the next one. I'll just chat you guys up while I super duper do it all in like a minute. But I just want to show off a few of the highlights of the city before we call this one an episode. This here I don't know if you can really tell when I was building it, but it's supposed to be a bathhouse. I got some inspiration off some old like drawings of Greek and Roman bathhouses. I don't know if it really looks like any of them, but I'd take a bath in here. Oh yeah, this looks pretty comfy. You know, we'll suds it up and get all nice and clean. And then over here, nothing too special, except for this right here. It leads down through rails down to our guardian farm, which is the whole point of building this thing on top of it. And of course, our fishery. I really, really liked this one. Especially this here. I might change the way this is, but I wanted to use that to make it look like they're trying to catch crabs or lobsters or even just fish. I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. If fish is a big part of any island or even peninsula, coastline city. And then our market. Pretty self-explanatory. We got our fish dealers over here, our meat dealers, food. We got our smith over here selling his wares. This dude's rich. Like, he's got a full stone structure because he deals in exotic cloth and colors and fancy clay pots. That dude over there is just selling honey. You know, non-GMO, FDA approved, might be pumped full of steroids. I don't know. The bees that made this were pretty jacked. But yeah, this is our little market. You guys have already seen the ship, right? And this right here might be my favorite thing I did. Oh my gosh. It doesn't look like much, or maybe it does. I don't really know. But when I'm here, I just feel so good. Like, if this was like a multiplayer world, this is where I would invite people over to chill. Like, come on, let's go have a conversation. Don't get burned by the fire. Oh yes, I love this so much. And the last little thing of big importance, or what I like anyways, is our villa. Now, this is one of the few buildings in this area that we are going to do the interiors in. Because when I'm in this area, I want a fancy place to sleep and rest. And this is my house. This is the villa. And this garden here, it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I really like the pink flowers, which is weird because I'm not a big fan of pink in real life. But in Minecraft, I vibe with it. Except for, the cherry blossom trees. Let's just be real. They are not good. In my opinion, anyways. So yeah, that is our city. You dudes got big plans cooking up, and well, I hope everybody's having an awesome, fantastic, wonderful day. And I'll see you dudes in the next one. Peace, fam.